Welcome to my channel. This is a reading for Virgo, January 2021. I just want to say a big thank you out to my new and my returning subscribers. I appreciate all of your support. I know my readings are a little bit longer, but I do appreciate your time and attention. So first off, Happy New Year to everyone. We made it through 2020. I think that was a bit of a heavy year for a lot of us, but I do feel better about the new year. I think that we're going to be able to face the challenges that are before us with far greater strength and certainly a lot more insight as to what to expect. But to say the least, at least it's a new year, and I feel that a lot of us are starting to get back on track. So first card out is the wish card, and of course that is your heart's desire is ready to come true. So whatever that means to you, again, this could be on the career front. I feel like I'm getting a few different messages here for some of you. So in short, I'll just quickly mention Virgo. I feel that a lot of your read did feel like it was actually tapping into all three areas. I feel that for some of you is more of a spiritual journey. You're just sort of breaking free and you're able to move forward. A lot of creativity coming through in this reading in terms of starting some kind of new project or new hobby, or just starting fresh with some new idea. As well, on the relationship front, it could be that, as I say, there's something that's coming through there that is new to you. Maybe it's just the way in which you're viewing a current relationship, or that you're actually moving ahead altogether and starting with a fresh start. But either way, there's a lot of new energy coming through here, and I feel you're a lot more empowered for the month of January. But again, a lot of it is still not really showing up until the end of January, but certainly you can reflect on, how these points resonate for you throughout the year. It is a general read, so of course it's not going to tap into everybody's energy for the whole of the world. Everybody's at different points in the journey, it can't possibly relate on all fronts. But whatever does connect to you, and if it inspires you and gets you to, helps to assist you in some way throughout the month of January, please take what resonates, what works for you, and if not, check back in the month of February and we'll go from there. So again, the first card out is the wish card, and it does speak to something that's bringing you happiness this month. So I feel that something is manifested into the concrete here. So something has become a reality for you, or is going to become a reality for you, whether that's on an emotional, spiritual, or a financial front, but you are seeing it in this month. So again, that could be a dream job coming through. It could relate to just a job or an opportunity coming through that you just weren't expecting. Could be in regards to a relationship that's deepening. And, again, it's a little more broad, but whatever that means to you. I did feel that there was a little bit of money or something that's coming through for you as well. Something that there's a gain of some sort on that front in terms of your finances. And again, maybe that is some kind of a promotion, although I felt less inclined to say that and more inclined to say it's something a little more unexpected. But what I mean by unexpected is, it could be something that you'd worked on and it's just coming through in January, but there's an element of surprise with it. Anyway, with the goals card, which is the next card out, this is progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. So I feel that you're really operating from more of a logical point of view. I feel like you've really got a strong balance going on there between your emotions and your logic and reasoning side here. But with the goals card, following up with the wish card, for sure that really speaks to something happening around, I feel, more of your career and money area. So again, it still could bring forward something that is a goal in terms of a partnership or romantically, but I still feel, again, for the majority of you, that this is relating around your money and reaching some sense of a personal goal for you. So again, this card has energy around gaining some extra money, and it could even speak to learning some new skills and taking on new hobbies this month. I feel a lot of you, it's new hobbies or something you're doing with a hobby or something creative, but it's something that's unique to you, whatever it is. So that was the Sharina Star fortune reading cards, and the next one's out. This is actually the Quantum Oracle deck by Sandra Ann Taylor. So This is the lost card. And again, I feel for some of you, there was something that was maybe outside of your reach. So again, whether that's you drifting away from a relationship or something that you thought was unattainable is actually going to be attainable. And again, if that's around your work front or your, family, or again, a personal level romantically, it just feels like there was some sense where you felt there was a loss. Whether you actually took a loss or not, I don't really feel that's the case. For the majority of you, I feel it's more that you feel like that you were drifting away from something or that it was not within your reach. But again, however that relates to your personal set of circumstances. So I do feel that, maybe for others of you, there was an investment of some sort or some kind of reward or gain, that you had planned for that you didn't think you were going to get, and then you actually did. Because following that, there is the card of commitment. So again, it's commitment to a business, commitment to a partnership, commitment around, your level of sorry, just needed to. I just needed to clarify. There's a couple of cards I had sort of out of order here, because I know with the lost card, when I did ask for a clarification on that, the lost card, these were the clarifiers that went with that, which was the Three of Wands. Again, where I felt that you were just waiting for something, and it's come through, but I felt there was that delay. That's why I took the position that I did, that it wasn't really a true loss. But again, I feel that you attained it either way, because you've ended up with the Empress card. The Empress has come up a couple of times here as well. There is some repeat in some of the cards. So the Empress energy, I feel, could even be a Libra energy that is somehow involved in your energy for the month of January. But either way, I feel you attained something, from another source, and there was just a period of waiting. But there was that successful conclusion, because I am looking at the Empress card here, and it did work to your advantage. So sorry about the clarifier mix-up. Okay, so again, onto the card of commitment. Again, because it's so closely connected here to the lost card, it could feel that there could be some kind of romantic connection or energy around a marital connection or business partnership. And as I said, it could be that you felt that you were drifting away, and maybe there's a revamp of that connection. When it's so close to the lost card, but I still feel that there's a positive resolution. And again, that's for those that this relates around a relationship for. So if it was around a legal matter, because this card can also favor, contracts and maybe rental agreements or things of a legal nature, but this would be boding well for you as well. It does go in your favor. So we also have the friends and colleagues card. The friends and colleagues card is really energy around a close-knit group of people that you're either working with or that you support in some way. So it can represent a reason to celebrate here. So the card is really, I feel, if you are in celebration, for some, obviously there's some kind of reward that you did attain there, whether it's at the, middle or end of January. For others, it could be really just around, your work atmosphere where you're teaming up with a group of people. But either way, there's a lot of people that are sort of surrounding you, more so in the month of January. We also have the card of deserving, and that speaks to synchronizing things. The universe is working in connection with you here to bring forward this reward, synchronizing things up so that you are gaining some kind of reward is being affirmed here. That's all I'm going to say with the deserving card. We also have the loving woman, so this could speak to you or somebody in your, represented in your energy, but it's basically, it also can speak to, a loving romantic relationship, somebody you're involved with, but either way, it's a person of value. And so again, this could be a confidant or, a great friend or a deep relationship, or a partnership, but it's somebody who's influencing your energy, your time, during the month of January. We also have the High Priestess of Water. And I should also mention with the loving woman, and there's a lot of cards that also speak to this as well, there is some kind of transformation going on in the month of January, and I guess again reaffirmed with the High Priestess of Water. So you're going through this kind of transformation, and again, because water is transmutable here, and we also have air following that, And I should mention, this is actually the deck from The Wisdom of the House of Night by Colette Baron Reed and PC Cass. So, but again, going back to that transformation, it really relates around an issue that you're working through more rationally, less from an emotional place. And I did ask for clarifiers on this one as to what the issue was. And the Knight of Wands to me, again, is just some kind of inspired action or expression that you're needing to act on. And I think you just need to make a decision to go forward and do it. I feel with, the other energy here with the High Priestess as well, that you might be coming out of a period of boredom or stagnation. It is followed up as well with the Four of Cups, and something where you feel there was a lack, something where you felt wasn't really satisfying to you. And again, I feel there's a real sense of boredom here because got a few of them out of order here, because the Hanged Man actually also came through. And with the High Priestess, it's really about trusting your instincts and going for things as they're being revealed to you, which I do feel you get clarification with the Page of Swords. Again, still in the beginning stages. I don't think it's I think this idea is unique to you, so it might be something that you are drawing upon from the past, because there was also a card of Six of Cups that'll, I will pull forward as we go through. But with the Page of Swords, I just feel that you're getting a lot more clarification on how to proceed with this initial idea. So again, I think it's something you've been thinking about or drawing upon from the past, but you're feeling a lot more confident in bringing it forward here in January. So you just need to make the decision. So whatever point you make that decision in January, know that you're on the right track here. So again, you're bringing some form of a talent, to the forefront with the High Priestess energy there. And again, that it has potential. Anything with the High Priestess is that message of having potential. So I feel that you're just a lot more clear. You're acting with more confidence. You're making more calculated decisions in the month of January. So, and I feel that's because you're getting a lot of great wisdom that's coming through for you, again, with that High Priestess card and the Clarity card with the Page of Swords. So we also have the Fledgling, and this is working in tandem again with the High Priestess, with that message coming through that some things can't be known until they're actually experienced. And I feel that's where you need to get a little more hands-on and, out of the realm of thought and move it toward growth and potential. So again, this is a sign of new growth and new beginnings and potential that's coming in, and new realization that you'll eventually be able to apply in the coming year. So it is because of your willingness to grow and learn here that I feel you're able to make further gains in the coming months. I feel for many of you that you're really opening up your heart here in January with the Love card. And, with that open heart, it is allowing you to expand. It's drawing that same energy to you. So there's more of a loving energy around you, both romantically or just in your general personal relationships, certainly enacting with those that are, your tribe or your connection to your family or whatever it might be for you, that you just feel this unconditional love and sharing that energy with others. So we also have the Door to Spirit, definitely a connection to, this is the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor as well. Door to Spirit is your divine connection and that deeper understanding. It's that connection to self that you're really opening up to for a lot of you, where there's a lot of new possibilities. You're more intuitive, you're inspired, and I just feel you're really entering the new year with a whole new beginning and a different frame of mind. So with the Door to Value, you're really recognizing, again, your own value. You're seeing your own potential, in both career and finance and what you really bring to the table. So your future is bright because you do have a lot to offer. And especially right now, you're in a good place. I feel you're confident, you're secure, you're, divinely led, you're feeling inspired creatively. I feel that overall you're secure financially. And if you haven't already made some gains monetarily for the month of January, there's going to be something unexpected or, again, a new opportunity that comes with gain that'll soon present itself. So not all opportunities are might look ideal, but again, it might be just the right opportunity at the right time. So we also have the card of woman holding a heart. Sorry, coin. Woman holding a coin here. So this card really is about female support system coming through for a lot of you. And this could be someone that's providing some sound financial advice for you, or someone that you're teaming up with. It doesn't have to be a woman necessarily, although I feel for a lot of you that it is. But the energy around the card is basically getting sound financial advice. And again, some kind of influence of somebody who is fairly well, represented financially, meaning entrepreneurial, or fairly good with money. And, that again could be a woman of wealth or a man of wealth, but somebody who's fairly established in their field that's giving you some advice. Next card out is the Caring Connections card. So again, a lot of feeling, a lot of emotion around you, but I still feel for the most part you're really acting from a very open-hearted place, but you're still in control of your emotions. So the Caring Connection card, again, about close friendships or partnerships, romantic relationships, kindred spirits. The card does speak to a karmic relationship, although I don't see a lot of other cards around it supporting it as a karmic. So, but whatever that means to you, some kind of really close, valuable connection that, you have somebody you have a deep bond with is really relevant to you at this time, is really someone that you're quite connected to in the month of January. But again, you've got, this is the numerology guidance cards by Michelle Buchanan, and that speaks to, again, a new beginning with the rebirth card. So, whether you're undergoing significant personal growth on some level here, I just feel you're letting go of an old cycle and you're reevaluating what's important to you, and you're moving on that spiritual path or a new way of thinking. So again, transcending away from superficial ego-based way of thinking and behaving, and where you might have been overly attached to something material, and you're really finding yourself more connected to yourself and the things that are important to you again at this time. So next card out, this is actually the relationship change. So I don't feel that everybody's going through some mass relationship change for all of you Virgos. I just feel that it may be a new dynamic where you're actually starting to look at your relationship in a different way, and you're much more empowered. This is also a card of, I feel that you're somehow connected to, again, it was clarified with the Knight of Pentacles. So I feel that this could represent an energy of a person, and it could represent, somebody who's quite grounded and methodical and that kind of thing. This could be yourself as well. But overall, I just feel that, again, this could be somebody that you shared a past with. But with the clarifiers coming out, I feel that dynamic changed in some way. So, because I feel that you're taking, could be some kind of reconciliation, but there's some kind of newness around it with the Fool. You're taking this, the second chance, or looking at it differently. And again, for those of you that are involved on a business partnership sort of frontier, that relationship dynamic could be changing. So you're actually taking a leap of faith. Could be a reconciliation with that partnership in business, but you're definitely focused more so on monetary means here. But we also have it clarified with the Ace of Swords. So again, this card really speaks to not just that definite new beginning, because this card also represents new beginning with the Ace of Swords, but it also is, you dealing logically in the direction that you're headed with each other or with this business. Again, there was a lot of energy around Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. It's a person who generally is represented as a father figure. When we get to the King of Cups here, these are still all clarifiers. And again, I mean, this is somebody who's usually calm, disposition, dependable, balanced emotionally. Could be you or your person or a person around you in business. Some of these energies I feel are a combination of people, so it doesn't have to be 4 or 5 separate people with the knights and the kings and the queens. It could be sort of a merging of energies here. But overall, I just feel that the message here is that you're moving into a new phase, and you're making peace with someone or with an idea on, how you're working with yourself and moving toward self-improvement overall in the month of January. Queen of Pentacles, again, this could be a significant person in your life, represented as a nurturing, creative person, stay-at-home mom, somebody who works from home, but it's generally characterized as a reliable, loyal person who carries a lot of responsibility. And again, I feel like some of these energies are combined. I don't feel like the message is that you've got 40 people coming through in January. Also with the King of Wands, I feel that this is more along the energy of advice to you just to keep moving forward toward ownership or being in business for yourself for those that are in that direction. And because I feel it's more of a leader than a follower, somebody who's really independent. So again, maybe this is you moving into a position where you are able to act as the leader and be independent. But it's, again, January is a period of really self-empowerment, personal growth, and you're just moving in a more inspired way toward a bigger vision for yourself. So you don't want to be held back. I feel in the month of January, I feel that you're coming through more confidently toward the end of January, but you are able to navigate through your challenges and make clear choices around this vision that you have for yourself, because we are moving into follow your dreams. So of course you're being encouraged to follow your dreams, and whatever that dream is for you, whether it's a relationship dream, whether it's having a bigger picture of seeing yourself in business, or if it's something around having a really strong position in a good company, or whatever it is for you. Again, I just feel that you're moving away from a lack mindset, because we do have I just feel that so long as you stay focused on your dreams, you don't carry any expectation, and you do follow the Fool with a leap of faith, and you learn the ropes as you go, I feel you'll be okay here for the month of January, because I, again, still feel like there's a decision to be made. I don't feel like you've fully committed to it yet. Throat chakra speaks to, again, artists, creatives, people that are using that to balance out some of their energy and allow that inspiration to come through this month. And again, inspiration toward those creative pursuits will peak in this area. We also have it followed up with the Passion Ignited card. So for sure, a card that revolves around, new beginnings, again, new beginnings in love, or some kind of exciting adventure, or something you just didn't really think was going to revitalize you again. And again, this could be business, personal life, creatively, something is sparked or renewed. You're just seeing something differently here in the month of January. And I still feel you're continuing to set up your foundation, but I mean, again, that message is kind of use it or lose it, with regards to the spark of energy. Doorways open, and when you get that inspiration, you really should use it to your advantage, because then the next month you might be dealing with something entirely different, and then you won't have the same creative spark to fuel the changes. Okay, so the next card out is Triumphant Success. So I feel for some of you, you're really ready to put all this willpower, determination behind some kind of idea, and I feel that you really have a lot of potential here. There were some other clarifiers and cards that came out that you're feeling really heavy and burdened. So some of you might still be in a position where you're working and you're trying to create some kind of a side job, but there's a lot of overwhelm still that you're working through, or a feeling that you're just not able to act because you don't know the next step. You just don't feel like you've gained enough clarity, but you will get that when you pull back and you start changing some things up. So in other words, initiating new ways of thinking, thinking about a new beginning, gaining clarity because you're acting in this new way. So the positive movement forward is the next card. This card actually is one that speaks to, it's really comparable to the Magician. So it's, again, where you've got all the skills and the knowledge and the gifts and the talent to get started on something new and hone your craft as you go. And certainly you will have to acquire more skills and more talents as you go along and as you learn the trade or learn the skill that you need to advance. But it's really building on your passion is the message here. And again, it feels like there's some form of an opportunity that's available to you, and you just really need to choose that new thing to get started on. Again, with the Two of Wands clarifying, I feel the choice is still needing to be made. And I feel it'll come after a Tower moment, so maybe something sort of throws you off, upsets the balance, or just comes in as an aha moment. But it does allow you to transform here with the Eight of Cups. So again, the Two of Wands, there's that note to some kind of decision that has to be made after that enlightened Tower moment, and then you're ready to set off into this new direction with the Eight of Cups. So we also have it clarified further with the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords, again, speaks to things improving after you get a chance to relax and slow down. So maybe some of you are so overworked or so overwhelmed or too much responsibility, too much worry, too much stress, and you're just not able to get outside your head or get outside the box to be able to get past your own self-doubt. So this is a point where you get to refine your thoughts and get past this internal struggle here with the Five of Wands. because I feel for many of you it's an internal struggle. For you, for others, it could be competition, and there's just a fear around, moving forward because maybe you need to stand up for yourself in some way. And either way, it's impacting you by, you know, it's impacting you by closing you down, throwing you into a retreat mode at some point. But once you get a little bit of rest and things slow down, I feel that's when you get these epiphanies here to move forward and make that decision to do something for you. Because with the Seven of Cups, again, you had the Nine of Cups, or sorry, the Nine of Pentacles, which spoke to an independent nature, but something from the past is being drawn on again. Could be that reconciliation or something that fuels you to get past this period of burnout and heavy responsibility, because you do have a lot of anxiety with the Seven of Cups. You do have the Nine of Pentacles, somebody who's fairly independent. You do have a reconciliation or something from the past that's coming forward that's allowing you to get past this overwhelming responsibility. So again, back to the Seven of Cups, it just feels as though you have a lot of options, and maybe that's where you're just not sure. You're struggling to figure out what to choose. So again, I feel that you'll be able to make those choices probably again toward the closer to the end of the month. But sorry, I'm just going to pull back to the Lover's card here and just remove the other ones. So okay, this was the next set out here. So the Lover's card, again, that can be relating to wanting a union for some of you, and I did feel that. And then for others, it's more of a wanting a deeper, closer connection, so with someone. But the Magician card, again, keeps coming up here. So there was a sense that I feel you're feeling like something is still a little out of your reach. Because if you're having to manifest it, you're still feeling like this positive direction hasn't fully opened up to you yet. Again, I feel with the Chariot, this kind of, normally it can speak to a victory card as well, but I feel in this regard, it's more of a decision that you're having to make, some kind of choice between, two opposing choices, or two forks in the road, so to speak, that are opening up to you, and you just need to, make a decision. You've got the Devil energy. So again, this could be a relationship that you feel a little, I don't want to say chained to, but something that you really feel you're very committed to. Really strong Cancer energy that was coming through here too with the Devil and some of the other cards here. But I feel that, I feel you're also really trying to stay in control of your feelings. I feel that there is some kind of a deliberate action to maintain control with the Victory card as well as with Judgment. Again, I mean, with the Chariot, there's that strong Cancer energy, but I feel that you're pretty resolute on this goal. So, whether this is in relation to this person or this business idea that you're teaming up with somebody, or, some kind of a connection here, or again, maybe you just feel that you need to, because again, it feels like it's speaking to a couple of different people here. But again, I feel that you're still pretty resolute to this goal, and for the most part, you're just accepting things how they are in January, and you're just waiting to gain some more clarity to help you make a decision here. So you're still inspired to pursue things, more fervently and get things going. But definitely perseverance is still coming through. But again, there's something about a connection that keeps cropping up here. So I feel that, whatever this connection is around a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Cups, because that's the next one here. For some of you, it could be just, the Queen is advising you just to follow your answers within, stay intuitive and open. And then the King of Pentacles could also veer toward, challenges and taking things head on and confidently. But again, for others of you, it could represent that actual coupleship where you're around a nurturing queen and a grounded, wealthy, entrepreneurial energy, or somebody who's quite structured and does things fairly well and is quite stable. So we also have the energy around the Five of Wands here. So The Five of Wands, this deck is actually the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans. So I just feel, I mean, with the Five of Wands, I mean, that energy really does speak to, fives are usually a little, like I said, combative energy. It can represent just instability on some level, but it's sort of a scattered energy that kind of comes through here too. So again, I just feel like you need to focus a little bit more, on getting past this conflict. You might be feeling a little distracted, maybe by everything, and you're not really able to focus on your dreams and goals as well as you'd like to, because maybe there was that Ten of Wands energy where there's a lot of scattered energy, there's a lot of overwhelm and burden, but there's troubles of some sort that you're this kind of just taking you off track here. So we also have the Moon card, and again, that speaks to some anxieties and fears. So again, it could be around your dreams, but there is a period of anxiety and self-doubt that you're still overcoming here. And it is followed up by the Empress. So, I mean, could be speaking to a Libra energy here also. But the Empress is where the ideas are born. And coupled with that moon, I just feel you're able to discover some of your own inner mysteries and kind of tap into, the insight that you need to move into this creative space. And again, a lot of repeat cards here with the Magician. So really strong, resonating energy that you need to actually take some action, get started on it. This is really you putting the energy behind this other energy so you can expand and just let yourself be inspired, get yourself started. I'm not saying rush into anything, stay grounded, but action is required, and that willingness to try something new is really coming through here. Because you do, again, you've got the Ace of Wands, so it's definitely some kind of an inspired start here. So, again, I just feel that you need to, and again, all about new beginnings. So last two cards out, this is actually from the, I'll just quickly show you here. This is actually from the Success Oracle cards, and I'm not sure who this one is by offhand, but I'll do that for the next reading. But either way, it's a Success Oracle. So the cards out is Christine Lagarde, and it says, over time heals all wounds. Let he who is without debt throw the first shade. The world stage is no place for drama. And we also have RuPaul, which is tailor conventions to suit you, bespeak volumes, and a showstopper never stops showing up. So I would say, just in how these two cards spoke to me in regards to your reading is I feel that together they really speak about doing some unconventional things. Staying calm and logical, but being persistent when you're pursuing your goals. So that's what I have for you, Virgo. Hope you have a great start to the new year. Stay safe, go after your dreams, and we will talk to you in February.